Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Welcome to the Heckscher Museum of Art and our new exhibition, You Go Girl, Celebrating Women Artists, which is our first exhibition focusing on women artists in our permanent collection. We have about 140 women artists in the collection, and I have a limited amount of space in the galleries, and we ended up having about 50 works in the exhibition. To make the selection, I tried to have a variety of work. I tried to have the most significant artists in our collection represented in the exhibition. And I tried to both bring out works that visitors are familiar with from having seen in other contexts and other exhibitions, and works that haven't been seen that frequently. The sculptor Elizabeth Strong Cuevas, who is located in Manhattan and on Long Island, is here. She's recently published a book called Elizabeth Strong Cuevas, Premonitions in Retrospect, and she is here doing a book signing, which is nice. So she is here greeting supporters.
I have been here many times, and I was so happy when a friend of mine, who's no longer with us, gave the piece that is next to me to the museum, and that it is in the collection. I don't like miniature things, and when we were still in school, a fellow student would find pieces of stone from buildings they were tearing down. So we had blocks, 2 feet by 3 or smaller. I put faces in them, and one thing leads to another. So in fact, all my work, I use the face as my medium to express my ideas. These are the dunes at Sunken Meadow Park. The Long Island Sound would be behind this particular dune. There was a curator named Kenneth Wayne, and he admired my work, and he wanted one for the museum. So he came to my studio and he picked this out. Oh, I think this was a lovely idea. Many years ago, I belonged to the Women's Caucus for Art. We actually picketed the Whitney Museum at one point because of the paucity of representation in the Whitney's collection and in their exhibitions. And that was true of the Museum of Modern Art. I mean, everywhere you went.
It feels fantastic. I'm so excited. I had an aunt who was a docent at the museum, and she was always looking out for me, so she introduced the curator to the museum. She introduced my work to him, and he ended up coming for a studio visit and really connecting to my work, and they ended up including me in several exhibitions and acquiring a couple of my pieces for the museum's permanent collection. My husband and I were staying at a friend's home out in Sag Harbor. The landscape really spoke to me, and I ended up painting this painting based on that experience.